The movie starts with a school function, in which the children were performing a play very well. And on the other side, backstage, someone is mixing something in the water. And as soon as they drink it, they start vomiting and all their performance gets spoiled. And they have to shift them to the hospital immediately. All blame for the incident falls on the function's in charge teacher, while no one pays attention to the real culprit. That was Shelby. Why did she do this? Let's find out this in the story. Shelby shifted to the city with her dad 10 months ago and was very sad. The reason for her sadness was her mom's sudden death due to cancer. Shelby, who was an introvert who didn't talk to anyone and didn't share her sorrow with anyone, her dad felt that she may die in the sorrow of her mom's death. That's why he changed the city, so that new people, new city, and new school could help her get rid of the sorrow. But actually, in the case of Shelby, his thinking was wrong. She could never get along with people. And even in this new school, when naughty kids make fun of her, she can't control herself and picks up her book and hits the girl hard. As a result, the teacher throws her out of the class. Although he knows that Shelby's reaction was wrong, but the second group was at a mistake. That's why he calls Shelby to his office after a while and tells her that if we start taking such people's words seriously, then our life can be very difficult. You should ignore all these things. He also knew about Shelby's mom's death. The professor says that difficult times come to everyone, but you have to face difficult times with confidence and bravery. Shelby also wanted to face this all with confidence, but all her thoughts fly in the air. When she leaves the professor's office, those naughty kids start following her again. She runs and comes to her home because she was in a bad mood. Her dad was trying to cheer her up by showing her her childhood pictures. Seeing them, she got embarrassed and misbehaved with her dad. No one could understand her problem because she was a problem for herself. She was neither smart nor had the confidence to meet people. She was not able to adjust in this normal world. She didn't even have a friend for so many years. In her free time, she used to watch a YouTube show of a disabled girl who had a lot of followers. These people used to follow her because they also had some disability or weakness. Someone was weak in adjusting to society like Shelby, someone was mentally weak, and someone was disabled. And they got confidence by watching this girl. Shelby also liked this world and this community. When no one judged her. One day, a girl from this community messaged Shelby, and Shelby also got a call. She was surprised that why someone is taking so much interest in her. She picked up the call. Seeing the face on the screen for the first time, she was scared. She had never seen such a strange face before. This girl wanted to talk to Shelby, but she didn't tell her name to Shelby and told her to call me bestie. Shelby did not hesitate to talk to her. That's why they soon became good friends. And Shelby started spending all her time with her. Bestie was helping Shelby a lot in increasing her confidence. Shelby goes to school with a new look at her request. New hairstyle and a little blunt makeup, which was helping her to increase her confidence. Here again, when the mischievous group tries to disturb her, Shelby teaches her a good lesson today. After doing this, she was feeling happy from inside. And because all this was happening because of Bestie, so without thinking anything, Shelby started listening to Bestie's words like an order. Bestie tells Shelby that you have to end your fear. For which I will give you some challenges. Just like today, That first challenge asks her to steal something special from her dad. She hides her dad's coffee mug and keeps it with her. Her dad looks for this mug a lot because it was Shelby's mom's mug. The next day, Bestie asks her to break this cup. This was difficult for her, but on Bestie's request, she did it too. When Shelby was talking to Bestie, we find that she can manipulate her in every way, and thus she has the power to get any work done from Shelby. Shelby felt that all the works Bestie tells her are to increase her confidence. Although all those things were small crimes. Like Bestie told her to throw eggs at people's houses at night and to steal things from the store. Actually, Bestie wanted to do all these things herself, but because she was not able to leave the house, so she was using Shelby to do all these things, which gave her mental satisfaction. By listening to Bestie, Shelby had become a negative person. And she was away from her dad, and she didn't even realize it. Sometimes, Shelby herself didn't understand Bestie's logic, just like Bestie had stopped her from performing at school functions. And on Bestie's request, she plans to spoil the play at the function. Without thinking that if she gets caught, what can happen to her, she mixes poison in the water used in this play. This is the Sam scene that we saw at the beginning of this movie. After doing all this, she was very happy and very excited. While going home, she was thinking that when she will tell all these things to Bestie, how happy Bestie will be with her. On the day of Halloween, Shelby, on Bestie's request, she wears the dress like the dead daughter of her music teacher. The way she died. She showed her acting to her professor. Everyone was upset with her. Everyone was surprised that how can someone be so cruel, as much as Shelby was at that time. For the punishment of all this, her dad locks her in the basement, from where Shelby contacts Bestie again from her mom's laptop. Here, Bestie advises her to do something that will force your dad to throw you out of here. Shelby asks what, and Bestie asks her to break her hand. Shelby did not want to hurt herself, so she refused Bestie. But Bestie was not ready to listen to refusal. She tells Shelby that you are not a good friend. You are very coward. And her words of manipulation force Shelby to break her hand. After doing this, she is taken out of the basement and taken to the hospital. After going there, she realized that Bestie was very toxic, and she was not her friend but her enemy. She was just making Shelby do her favorite tasks. After realizing all this, Shelby leaves her old work. And starts a new life again. She ends all contact with Bestie, and as much as she could, she was fixing her mistakes. She also gives her dad her mom's cup after fixing it. She apologizes to him and then goes to her music teacher, whose daughter's death was made a joke by Shelby. And in this new journey, she becomes friends with a boy named River. He was almost like her introvert. He did not talk to many people. And when Shelby finds out that River is also a fan of her favorite YouTuber, she was even happier, knowing that their interests are the same. Anyway, Shelby was about to go home when she gets a message that I know what you did at the school function. And if you don't want to go to jail, then come and meet me. This message bothers Shelby a lot. Someone was blackmailing her. Shelby also did not want this truth to come in front of anyone. That's why she reaches the place that was informed in the message, where she meets her friend River, who explains to her that I am not blackmailing you, But I wanted to tell you that your secret is secure with me. It was good that you taught that mischievous group a lesson. I was also very annoyed with them. He also shares his secret with Shelby and tells her that he had a disease in his childhood, and some parts of his body were removed. When the children found out about this, they also started bullying River a lot. And since then, River did not like them at all. Shelby was also happy to know that finally she was getting a friend who was not asking anything in return for her friendship. These people come very close. River had increased her confidence a lot, because of which Shelby had also got a lot of success. She was admitted to a very big school in the country that was in another city. And now she shifted to that city. Before leaving the city, River plans a surprise for her and takes her to a river far from the city. When she went inside the house, Shelby's house seemed even more scary. She thought that someone lives here. But River says no, it's not like that. She now sees a wall in front of her, familiar to her. Thinking about it, she remembers that this is the Sam background that she used to see in Bestie's video call. Her sixth sense was telling her that now a lot is going to go wrong with her. She wanted to run away from here, but before doing anything like this, she sees someone coming towards her from the stairs. And seeing this, Shelby gets very scared. She started screaming loudly. She runs and goes to River. She thought River would save her, but River holds her and kills her, and we find the biggest truth that River didn't have any interest in Shelby. He did everything from befriending Shelby to killing her on the behalf of Bestie. Because Bestie was also his friend. Now let's talk about Bestie. Bestie had a psychological issue. She used to steal other people's happiness and make herself happy. And in the name of friendship, she used to make others her slave and make them do all her bad deeds. She makes those people her prey who are weak, who can easily listen to her, like Shelby. This boy. Shelby had understood the truth about Bestie, so he left Bestie. And by doing this, Bestie got angry. So he sent River to Shelby as per a plan. And finally, by killing River and Shelby, she quenched her anger. This story ends here.